He's up. Hey! Gotta bounce it! See that?
Definitely fun.
Hi. Oh.
Well, that's me. Can I just stack me off magic? Yeah. Okay. He also feel okay. Yay! Oh, from there to what is from there? Yeah, we from there. Yay! Can we Owen can we from there to Magic Camp? Yeah. Titles can be fun.
Here we go.
Turn your digits, moving up, get up.
da mise. Oh, fare da pause. Harvey pauze. Ma in fine. di na vede? La ma di na finda. Maderanti? Yeah, mood. Masha say the music. Oh, fuori da casa.
Their father. kan just man kan dö. Folkrätt? Vi får inte ens ens.
Hello there, everybody. Kind of joining a little bit late. So, we got Bayleef and TiloTech, two very respectable runners. So, let's see. Bayleef just entered Seaside. This... Alrighty, so Bayleef just got the treasure trap moon. Nice and Jolly Roger Bay-esque. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm connected. So Bayleef is on his bird cycle in Seaside, so he has to get the bird moon in a limited amount of time before he moves away. But Bayleef is a pretty experienced runner, so I expect him to have no problem with this. He didn't. Excellent. Ooh, TiloTech having a little bit of trouble knocking down that frame. Oh, that frame. What a moon. Knocking down the frame. Alrighty. Bayleef on a swimming adventure. Just swimming around and collecting a bunch of moons. Breakneck pace, really. Making sure to nab an easy checkpoint. Ooh! I don't think I've seen that before on TiloTech's side. When he slingshot to the other side, when he spin pounded, he accidentally threw cap. He just forgot about the Jesus suburb. Not 100% sure. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Had a minor connection issue. So, like I said before, Bayleef is just swimming along through Seaside. There's not really too much going along on Seaside. Ooh, TiloTech just barely grabbing all those notes with the Pokio. That move can be quite the pain to do sometimes. So good on him for still being able to nab all of those notes. Dive bombing the bunny. I'm not sure if Bayleef has done the ocean maze yet. It looks like that's what he's gonna go do right now. Yep. So, these 3 moons were actually added quite recently, and they're only slightly fast. Than the other route that you could do with this. Okay, we've taken a bonk there. Let's see. So TiloTech is now in Seaside. He's also taken a little bit of a bonk on the Cabana. No big deal. Alrighty, so Bayleef entering Wooded 2. Wooded 2 is quite the pretty movement-intensive section of the post-game. I'd say it's one of the harder kingdoms to get right in post-game. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, that can make you lose literal minutes if you're not careful. It's just not a good time. So, another thing about Wooded is it's the only kingdom that we don't get peace in during the first part of the run, where we get peace in every other kingdom. And the reason for this is it just routing-wise, it's just faster to go to Torque Drift from where the Warp Painting spits us out in Wooded. Alrighty. Sorry about the clicking noise. I'll try and be a bit less hectic on the clicking. Alrighty. So Bayleef starting the torque drift. It's a pretty simplistic fight. Not too much going on here. Just gotta hit torque drifts. Alien brick blocks? I don't even know how to describe this boss, dude. It's so extraterrestrial. It's just like where does Nintendo even come up with these ideas? Like, plant invade alien monster? Alright. Sure. You know what, Nintendo? You got me. That sure is something. So TiloTech just swimming along. There really isn't too much going on either screens. The torque drift fight isn't that interesting. Assuming you don't like ledge clip or get like stun locked in the fight. So torque drift's gone. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Be spit out back towards the start of Wooded, which is where the moon cube is conveniently. Huh, it's like we routed this. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Bayleef just collecting a couple moons before he goes and knocks the moon cube. Oh, interesting. Both TiloTech and Bayleef decided to do the Ocean Maze route. Huh. Am I the only one not doing Ocean Maze these days? I just can't stick to new ways, apparently. I'm still doing the old... Like, the 2 times I ran this category in the past 3 months. Alrighty. Bayleef doing the Turbo Toad jump, as I'd like to call it. It's not very difficult, but it looks pretty impressive. Just grab a rocket flower, do a little bit of vectoring, all the way over to Captain Toad, all the way out on his island of grandeur. What he does out here beats me, man. TiloTech not taking advantage of the camera manip that you can do with that moon with the eel. You can point the camera up and the moon, and I'm sorry, not the moon. The eel will not, you know, try and attack you. It'll be like Mario can just swim into it with no worries whatsoever. Interesting. I wonder why TiloTech grabbed that checkpoint. Does he know that he's not... Like, does he know that he's not gonna have enough checkpoints already? Like, you only need 40, so him going a little bit out of his way to grab that surprises me a little bit. Maybe he grabs it during the Mollusk Lancer fight during Seaside 1 and just forgot to do it this time, so he's just doing it now. Well, that was an interesting backup by TiloTech, using the Rocket Flower to get the bunny. Can't say I've seen that one before. Personally, I just do the tactic where I just drop the Gushin on the bunny, and that's that. Bayleef with some very clean movement around that corner. That corner can be very difficult to move around. So good on him. Huh. Interesting. So Bayleef kept his camera pointed toward the back end where Pipeway is. I usually turn my camera toward Mario there. I wonder if that wastes time. Probably. It's probably why he didn't bother to change his camera angle there. So, Pipeway is the same as it always is. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. That's unfortunate. This sub-area is really frustrating no matter what you're doing. Whether it's any percent, all unique moons, darker side, like, it doesn't matter, man. The sub-area is still extremely frustrating. There's just a really tight cycle and window that you need to make, and just one mistake and you're potentially off cycle. So Bayleef has just entered what I would like to consider to be the hardest bird cycle to keep up with during this run. It's not that difficult once you practice it a bit, but definitely when I first started learning Darker Side, this was a bird cycle that I just wasn't getting. Like, you gotta be pretty fast to make it. Bayleef making it seem very easy. It's, I mean, I don't know, like, it's not that bad, but definitely if you're just starting out learning the category, this is the bird cycle that you're going to lose yourself on. You can play it safe and do the timer challenge first, but nah. You know, you always want to jump out and grab the bird at the very last second. Even though sometimes Cappy will just say, nah, I don't feel like getting the bird, and then Cappy will just miss. And then you're really sad, because then you have to go to backup moon. Not a good time. Uh-oh. What's going on? Okay, TiloTech's fine. I get nervous when that happens in the torture fight. Because, like, bad things can happen if that continues to happen. It's rare that that happens, but, like, the hitboxes are pretty poor on that, to the point where you can potentially get screwed 3 times and die. Huh. Bayleef hitting the bird extra early there. I guess because he can. I would think maybe it would be better to, like, hit the bird a little bit further on the rail. That way you can get some roll speed into the next jump, but I mean, whatever works, man. Still way faster than I am. That's for damn sure. Then again, he plays the category way more than I do. So that is perfectly acceptable. He has earned his consistency. Anyways. So this breakdown road sub-area, not too bad when you have Cappy. Like, when we're doing this in Darker Side, the wooded version lets you keep Cappy, so It's really not that difficult. And it's a fast enough sub-area to be in the route, so... So, it looks like TiloTech is about 8 minutes behind Bayleef. Now, that seems like a lot, and yeah, it is, but we still have a lot of room, like, a lot left in the run. Especially Darker Side. You never know what can happen in Darker Side. Like, you can get all the way to the end and then just die in the letters. I mean, I've never done that in a run, but I died on the letters during practice once. It was pretty hilarious. But, like, yeah, it can totally happen. That's like 5 minutes right there. So you only have to lose another 3. Totally possible. Anyways. TiloTech looking over the Goombas. Yes, you can long jump to that nut. Oh my goodness, dude. I still remember when, we were just, like, rerouting Wooded Kingdom, and then, like, more than half of us were just, like, vaulting to it, and then someone was like, oh, you can just long jump to that. Yeah, it was really funny. It's like, yeah, you know, you can just long jump to that. I almost always vaulted to it before. The long jump is obviously faster, I just never knew that you could. Ooh, TiloTech taking this Turbo Toad jump at a very scary angle. He might... Honestly, I feel like he could have saved it if he did some homing cap throw vectoring there. Like, if he vectored his homing cap throw enough and did a precise dive on the platform, I feel like he could have saved that. But, like, I mean, like, that's not that bad. I mean, it's obviously not good. It's like 20, 30 seconds down the drain. So, cool thing about the Music Toad in Sand is you can pick any boss track you want. Now, it's obviously fastest to just press ZR 5 times and go straight to the Bowser 2 battle theme. But personally, I'm a fan of using, say, like, the Ruin Battle theme, Mecha Brutal theme, Mollusk Lancer. Always Mollusk Lancer, though. I think that's track 55. And then Kukatiel's 56, I think. Something like that. So, it might not look like it right now, but Bayleef is actually on another bird cycle. This bird cycle isn't exactly strict, per se, but... I don't know, like, you can definitely screw it up if you're not careful. Ooh, okay. I figured that might happen there, like it looked like he wasn't gonna make it. So what happened there was Bayleef was trying to manip the platform in such a way, so that way when he jumps on it as a Goomba, he can get maximum distance, so he doesn't have to wait whatsoever, but he just barely missed his ride. Quite unfortunate. This might give him some trouble catching the bird. Now, what, that was like 5 or 6 seconds? Give or take? I don't know, he's probably still okay. Like I said, I feel like you'd need to screw up a lot to mess up this bird cycle. And even if you screw it up, like, it's pretty easy to recover. Oh. I can't say I've seen that setup to get the bullet bill in the direction for Eastern Pillar. I usually try to hit it from, What am I trying to say? Like, I usually try to jump and then, like, lure it over that way. But I guess Bayleef's just playing it safe? I don't know. That's definitely an interesting way to go about it. Never really tried that. Makes sense, though. Let's see how TiloTech fares in the pipe way. Yeah, Bayleef was still fine for the bird. Like I said, this bird really isn't that big of a deal to get. The fastest way would be able to just ram into it with Jaxi without having to get off of Jaxi. But you have to be pretty fast to pull that off. So, most of the time you just hop off Jaxi, throw your hat at it, and that's it. But, like, that would be the most ideal scenario. Also, unfortunately, since we haven't listened to the Jaxi soundtrack yet, it unfortunately overrid our awesome boss music. Sad, but true. It just doesn't last long enough. Ooh. TiloTech in a bit of a pickle here. I was trying to figure out how he could have saved that. I think he had the right idea doing up throws, and I think he could have maybe pulled it off, just the platform, like the invisible blocks kind of screwed him over. In brighter news, this does give him a second chance to be fast enough for this bird cycle. But that's not really saying much. He still definitely wasted a lot of time realigning himself to get that. Ooh. Alright. He got it. Bayleef is being a little bit unlucky here with the sandfish. Oh. Not a good day with the sandfish. Huh. Yeah, Bayleef is not having a good time with the sandfish. So, fishing is some of the only RNG in Mario Odyssey, but, oh boy, it can be uber frustrating. Sometimes you can just get really unlucky with the bites, and sometimes the fish just doesn't want to bite your line. I don't know if that part's particularly RNG, or if we can manipulate that of some sort. I don't know. I'm no fishing expert. I didn't play Mario Odyssey to become a fishing expert. But, yeah, point of case, fishing. Not fun. So, let's see. Bayleef just doing normal movement. Took that a little bit riskier than I do. I usually wall jump up to the top stair, like to the part where it is in stairs, and then backflip up from there. But that makes sense. Alright, well, I haven't said anything yet, but realistically the only way that you can really lose time in this 2D section, the 2D tower that Bayleef is in, is like, as long as you don't take damage, you really can't lose time, since you kind of have to be in a specific cycle for these platforms anyway. It's unfortunate that Bayleef took damage, but not that big of a deal. I think he made up for it doing those bullet jumps. A little bit risky of him to do. Talking to Peach. Talking to Peach. Peach doesn't care that she's on an edge of a pyramid. Nah, it doesn't matter to her. Bayleef making the lump look like a piece of cake. Which, for the most part, it is. I would say it's not that difficult to ground pound that lump properly. The Jaxie reunion. What a day, what a day. I'm trying to think about what pace Bayleef is on. I don't think it's extraordinary pace, unfortunately. It's definitely better than I can ever do, but I don't think he's on, like, super good pace. It's hard to tell since I entered so late, so, like, I didn't get to see, like, what time he finished, any percent that portion of the run. But I think he's on decent pace. Bayleef is just blazing through that subroom. Nah, it's the Bullet Bill subroom. There's not really too much that can go wrong. Just don't fall in the poison. It's pretty much what that is. Oh, interesting. Bayleef didn't do the cool strat where you can throw your hat and then get Mario inside the boundaries. I don't know if that's actually faster, but it looks cool. TiloTech is having a little bit of trouble getting up to Toad there. He got it. I think the dog definitely dug up his treasure by now. So, let's see. TiloTech taking a bonk. Not that big of a deal. Just flying with Glidon all the way over to the Moai habitat. Kerbis Scree. Picking up the invisible moon. And the Hintart. And then he's gonna Def Warp using this timer challenge to get back up to the tower area. Excellent. Ooh, neither of our runners are having any luck with this Goomba platform. TiloTech might miss it twice. Ooh, he saved it! Ooh. Yo, that was a cool backup. Good on TiloTech for still catching the second cycle there. I thought he was gonna miss it, to be honest. Good on him, good on him. Interesting how both runners had trouble with that, though. Bayleef entering Metro sub 230. So I know that's at least sub 320 pace. At least. I don't think he's on any spectacular pace, though. I still don't know. Like I said, it's hard to, like, judge right now. Hard to say. So, yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know if Bayleef got TNT earlier, so I don't know if he's going to be getting Metro Shop or not. If he got TNT, I would say he's skipping Metro Shop. If he didn't grab TNT, he's probably grabbing Metro Shop. But what do I know? What do I know? Bayleef grabbing the Hat and Seek Moon. And the Seaside Arc. Ooh. TiloTech having a little bit of trouble controlling his Jaxi. Just a little bit of trouble there. But he still managed to get the bird. I think he missed the bird and just decided to wait on it while he was doing the other stuff. I guess that's a smart play. I don't know. I don't miss that bird enough to really know if that's a smart decision. So it doesn't really matter how you do that timer challenge, because either way you gotta wait for your cap a little bit. Wonder if we're gonna see some fire escape route. Yup. So the fire escape, using the fire escape to grab that moon, it's a little bit risky, but once you practice it a bit, it's not too bad. It's definitely faster, I just don't know by how much. I don't know the exact amount by how much faster it is compared to the normal way of doing that moon. TiloTech is also not having luck with the sandfish. My problem with the sandfish is not only the fact that it's a fish, but also the fact that the palm trees make it really, like the palm tree shadows make the fish really hard to see. I don't know if that's just me, but I definitely have a hard time seeing where the fish is sometimes. Oh, this is interesting. TiloTech missing a note. Backs it up though. Not bad, not bad. Are we gonna see the Ultra launch all the way across? Yes, we are. So, that strat's a little bit tricky. I think it saves like 2 seconds over just doing it how we used to, where we flick our way over to the one side and then long jump into the pole and then capture it. Alright. Breaking the box. So, we actually saved the crowd room for Metro 2. Mainly because there's an additional moon that appears in here. So this is already a fast sub-area, but then on top of that, in post-game, the Hat and Seek guy appears here. So that's just another moon. Very accessible. Pretty easy. Just gotta do 3 rolls, turn around, talk to him, and then get this moon like normal. And then complete the sub-area like normal. TiloTech was having a little bit of issues with the 2D tower, but not too bad. Let's see how the park works. Let's see what's gonna happen in the park. Sometimes this dog, like I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes this dog takes way too long to dig. Probably just me. probably just me. Bayleef making it look really easy to juggle all that. We save the Wiggler Scrap Moon for second visit, because it gives us something to do while waiting for the dog. That's pretty much the only reason why you save for second visit, because you're technically already there when you're grabbing the musician. But there's really no reason to grab it then. This sub-area is really neat. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite sub-areas to just blitz through super quickly. It's just a neat sub-area, man. TiloTech knocking down that cactus, knowing that he is the boss. That cactus can be troublesome. Taking a book out of any percent, climbing the tower, grabbing the moon. But instead of going down to the pool, we just drop down to this scooter. We're gonna do some cool stuff with the scooter. We're gonna jump off here, drop the scooter, grab the dumpster moon, and then hopefully the scooter lands somewhere in the vicinity of Mr. Parking Man. Looks like Bayleef dropped the scooter pretty close to it. Yeah, pretty close. If he waited, like, maybe a quarter of a second more to drop it, like, it would have been literally right on top of it. And that's the most ideal situation you can get with that. Jumping down to Toad. Precariously on this girder, which doesn't seem to spit out to anything, and it's literally floating in the middle of the air. I sense extreme safety problems with that, but especially since Toad can't jump to even get off of the dang thing. So, Bayleef is about to hit Metro Bird. What some players of this category consider to be one of the most annoying birds. And I agree. It is annoying. It's not really hard. It's just really annoying. Because that lamppost that you're jumping on is super small. And there's a very good chance that Mario just doesn't grab the lamppost. And then you have to climb up and grab to get the moon. The worst situation, though, is when you don't hit the bird. So, usually that doesn't happen, but getting that bird can be a problem. There's a quick, easy backup, though. You can just re-enter the, in the private room, yeah, you can enter that room, and that resets the bird, so then you just jump on the taxi and then hit the moon. I don't think TiloTech let Glidon live there. RIP Glidon. I think for a second there he was getting a little bit worried that he grabbed the hint. But he did. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, that's definitely a better movement idea to what I do. Just watching Bayleef is giving me ideas. Like, I haven't really been actively running the category lately, but it still doesn't mean I can't, you know, study different movement ideas. Man, Bayleef is just having a hell of a time with these fish. That looked like first bite, but the lake fish was still giving him trouble with alignment on grabbing the line. So that's a bit unfortunate. Just picking up all these notes with a couple of spin throughs. Easy peasy. So, it looks like the gap is now about 11 minutes? 11 minutes seems right. Anything can still happen there. You never know, you never know. I doubt it, since Bayleef is extremely consistent with this category. So even if he messes up a little bit, he knows all the little nifty tricks and backups to save his movement a little bit, to minimize lost time. Now here's the ever-burning question. Does Bayleef go for the insane cycle in the Waves of Poison subroom? It saves 2 seconds, I think. And it looks really cool, but it's pretty hard. And if you mess it up, you're probably gonna die. Oh? Nah, he's playing it safe. Okay. Or it looks like he's kind of doing a half cycle, in a sense. Yeah, so it looks like he did a half cycle. He didn't go for the fastest cycle in that room, but he went for the second fastest cycle in the room. TiloTech doing Scoot Clip. And entering Metro Shop. I was not expecting that. Usually, if you're doing Scoot Clip, you're usually not doing Metro Shop. Because that allows you to just clip into the cage, grab the moon, jump off the scooter, tap the scarecrow, and just go toward the timer. At least I would think that, but... apparently not. Apparently not. So something that I actually didn't know for a while is when you're descending in water in this game, if you don't hold the stick at all, you're able to descend even further without even, you know, doing anything. Which is good, because I always wasted my time ground pounding to get down. No fish drams today from Bayleef. I didn't think he did the strat though, so... I'm not even sure how much time it saves if you're not using Joy-Cons, because it does take a bit to set up if you're on Pro-Con. So it probably doesn't even save that much time if you're not using Joy-Cons. Yeah, there are a couple of moons in this run that are that make the cut for time if you're using Joy-Cons, because they utilize the down throw, which you can't really do on Pro-Con, at least not fast. Like with Pro-Con, you need to set it up with a ground pound first, which is usually pretty slow. Basically, you can't do midair down throws with Pro-Con because Nintendo just said so, man. There's not really too much else to it. TiloTech up throw into that fork. Good backup, good backup. I'm sorry, it's not a fork, it's a pull. I always do this, man. There's the forks and luncheons, and there's the pull, and there's the pulls here. They essentially do the same thing, just one is more themed for the kingdom that they're in. It's so stupid. But they're essentially the same capture. They function exactly the same way. I guess there is one difference. With the fork, you are limited whether you're moving up or down with the fork, I think. Bayleef opting to play it safe, not doing any insane strats in this sub-room. If you wanted to, you could skip grabbing a single wedge. There's a pretty precise long jump dive combo that you have to do. It's definitely makes the sub-room more likely for you to die in. So it's a pretty tight jump. So... Bayleef might be thinking that it's definitely impossible to PB at this point, so he's just trying to play it as safe as possible so he can still beat TiloTech. Probably not knowing exactly where TiloTech is, but definitely probably thinks he has a decent enough lead to play things safe. And this is what I mean when I was saying before with this dumb dog. Sometimes he just takes forever to dig, which can be really problematic to grab this bird. Wow, it's like I read the future. So now TiloTech is gonna have to wait for the bird to loop back around, which isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't take that long. It's just a minor inconvenience. Ooh. I want to say that was an input drop on Bayleef's part. Oh, okay. Alright, he got it, he got it, he got it. I thought he was gonna miss it again. I thought TiloTech was gonna miss it again. That would have been definitely not good. Mm. Alright. Bayleef grabbing some unnecessary purples. Ooh. Cappy is not being very responsive grabbing these forks. Not good, not good. But Bayleef is able to save himself from possibly falling all the way down. And that's all that really matters. We'll probably see Bayleef do the luncheon timer jump. Maybe. Will we? Of course we will. Of course we will. So just a couple of jump dives down to grab the moon on the tall roof. Ah, smart. He goes on that platform to avoid accidentally getting Cappy caught in the plant. Very smart. Very, very smart. Because I swear, every single time I do this movement to get over here, Cappy always gets caught in a freaking piranha plant. It's super annoying. So, the setup for this isn't too bad. You just gotta practice it a little bit, really. It's all a bunch of timing things. So both TiloTech and Bayleef were actually talking to a Captain Toad there. Just a couple kingdoms apart, no big deal. So with the semi-new route change that was found recently, we dump our moons in luncheon now. I'm still dumping my moons in mushroom, but that's because I'm super old school, apparently. No, it's mainly because I just haven't changed my splits and I'm too lazy to. But basically, doing luncheon 3 allows us to save... I think it's up to 5 seconds. Because we're skipping a bunch of text boxes saying, oh, this outfit is now available in the shop. So, it skips a couple of those text boxes, which is very useful. And now instead of finishing luncheon and then doing our backtrack to all the kingdoms that are not on the painting route, now we leave luncheon and then return to luncheon after doing moon. So, slight change. Not that big of a deal. Bayleef making Moon Cube jump look super easy. Which, I mean, I don't know, I never really had trouble with the trick, but I know that a lot of people have trouble with that trick sometimes. But definitely making it look very simple. Ooh. He accidentally killed that Paragimba. It's definitely going to result in a little bit of time loss. Probably not too much, since it's already respawning as I'm talking. But, like, that's definitely a little bit irritating. That's probably, like, 4 or 5 seconds gone, since he had to wait for the Paragimba to respawn again. Luckily, he's not on any bird cycle, so that's not really going to punish him, which is good. Oh. I never decided to try that. Bayleef went over the top of the hat. Interesting, I always went around. It's probably just a preference thing. Nah, it's probably faster to go up and around. I don't know, I never thought to do that. Bayleef just rolling right along. There's not really too much to talk about with that sub-area. You just start rolling and that's it. If you hit a Spiny, you can potentially get screwed because it doesn't allow Mario to... What? How did that Goomba live? How did that Goomba live? What? That doesn't even make any sense. How did that Goomba live? I'm so confused right now. That Goomba was clearly submerged in water. That Goomba should have died. I'm sorry. What? That Goomba should not have lived. Epic save from TiloTech, though. That Goomba should not have lived, man. That should be a dead Goomba. But instead it found love. Cool roll cancel there by Bayleef. Pretty tight, pretty tight. Having a little bit of trouble reading the hint art, but not that big of a deal. So Bayleef had no trouble getting the bird. The catbird can definitely be quite a nuisance, but that's mainly because if you don't hit it directly, it'll run away from you and then you need to chase it a little bit, which is definitely also problematic. I'd say probably just as problematic as just straight up missing it, potentially. Nah, probably not, because at least if it's running away from you, you can still get the moon. But, like, if you miss it, I mean, you obviously miss it, and then you have to get a backup moon somewhere. Anyways. Because both of these runners did the ocean maze, they don't have to worry about any of the 3 8-bit areas. I'm drawing a blank. This one, the one in Lake, the one in Luncheon, and the one in Moon. So we won't be seeing any of those getting collected. So Bayleef is now in what I'd like to call, Lost 2 is very difficult. I guess you could say Cap was the calm before the storm, because Lost is one of those kingdoms where if you mess up, you get punished pretty hard. I'd say the average time loss of a mess-up in this kingdom is about 35 seconds. Which doesn't seem like much, but there's so many different spots you can mess up in Lost. Like, it can definitely turn a close to PB into a not PB. And because it's at the very end of the run, it doesn't feel good when you lose your run to Lost. At all. It doesn't feel good at all, man. Bayleef having a little bit of trouble getting on top there. But not too bad. Interesting. Wait. He's not... Oh, okay. First of all, good save on Bayleef. Very clutch, grabbing the very bottom part of that wall to jump into the Captain Toad hole. I don't know if it's faster to actually grab that moon on top, or to long jump down to the Captain Toad room, and then wall jump up to where the tree is. I don't know, it's hard to say. Might need to get Neo on to time that. I wonder if he has timed that. Maybe he's already timed that, and I'm just not thinking about it. Interesting, we're not seeing Wigglorless. I think at this point Bayleef has realized that his PD is pretty much dead. So he's just trying to play the race as safe as possible. I mean, I don't blame him at that point. Like, if PD's dead and you're just trying to win a race, like, that's pretty much all you can hope for, right? Even though I say he's playing it safe, like, you know, he's still doing a bunch of stuff that I probably wouldn't even consider to try. I've seen that before. I just don't think I've ever learned to do it. Oh, I haven't seen that before. So, Bayleef jumped on the cage instead of going over the top? Interesting. I never thought to do that. That does make sense now I'm thinking about it. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't just jump on top of that cage. Huh. Weird. Very weird. Mm. Well, that's a good omen to come. So now we're taking a little bit of a pit stop in Moon. This is a very fast stop. We don't even go and hit the Moon Cube, because the moons that do appear just aren't really worth it, plus the Moon Cube is way out of the way. And realistically, the only reason why we're here is to grab a couple of insanely fast moons. Plus, continue the tourist chain that we started way back in Sand. So, those are really the main reasons why we're there. And like I said, there used to be a 8-bit area in Moon that we used to do, but there's really no reason to do it now. So, because of the Ocean Maze. I still do it, but like I said, my routing is archaic because I'm too lazy to change my splits. Whatever, man. You know, I'll get to it eventually when I actively start adding again. So now we are returning to luncheon. Actually, when TiloTech is leaving lunch. That's fairly ironic. Not what I was expecting there. So, as TiloTech leaves luncheon, Bayleef comes back to luncheon. I guess that just really explains how big this gap is right now. I think Bayleef was trying to go for Salt Triple there? Interesting. Yeah, I guess technically you could do that. I never really thought to do that, but I guess it's technically an option, and it's probably faster, so... Alright. So this sub-area is probably one of my least favorite in the whole game. No, like, I legit don't like this sub-area. I have my reasons, but, like, I really don't like this sub-area. TiloTech also having zero trouble with the, cap timer. That can definitely be a moon that can throw you off if you're trying to do the advanced strat, where you throw your cap back and then jump onto the platform as it appears. It's a little bit scary, not too bad. Alright, Bayleef. You better pick track 46. Like you're not on PB pace. It's not worth it to save, like, half a second to listen to the Dino music. Like there's no reason. Just pick track 46. Good. Power to the people. Technically, you could pick track 4 there, but why would you pick track 4 over track 46? That That is the big old question right now. There is literally no reason why you would want to pick track 4 over track 46. Unless if you are not a fan of the people. I love the way we cheese the slots mini-game in this game. It's great. You know, you just throw Cappy out there, and then you just get them all, like, I mean, like, I don't know, like, imagine just, like, going to, like, a casino or something, and then just cheesing, like, the slots that way. Like, that would be sick. Like, that would be a really easy way to get some... Oh, I cheesed the slots with my hat throw. That'd be sick. Ooh. I think Bayleef missed the turnip going into the thing? Or the pot? Yeah, wow, he missed it. Interesting. So that's definitely a little bit of time lost, but not that big of a deal. Like I said, Bayleef is still on pretty good pace. I think he's on, like, a high 318 right now? No, I take that back. It's probably more like 319, 320. TiloTech having plenty of time to nap. Looks like he had no trouble with that cycle. I think he actually had to wait for the bird for a second. Alright. Collecting some notes. Is he doing the cracks in reverse? Wait, is that faster? How long have I been gone from this category, man? Like, at least thinking about, like, all of the optimal movements and stuff. Man. Must have been longer than I thought, because I've never done cracks in reverse. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Star! Alright. And we've reached probably about the final 15 minutes of the run, give or take. We're just gonna go back to Mushroom, collect some pretty fast moons. Oh, he must have already got the Music Toad in Visit 1. I know that some people like to get the Music Toad in Visit 2 now. Like, where they just, like, go right off of where the Odyssey is, talk to the Music Toad, then talk to the tourist, then jump up to Captain Toad, then go into the shop, and then go from there. Or I'm sorry, no, you go into the shop, then you talk to... But, like, I definitely know some people that like to do, Music Toad and Visit 2. I'm not sure which is faster, if there's a preference, even. No idea. Whatever, it doesn't matter. TiloTech jumping down to the Toad Room the way I know it. Like, I found it really weird that Bayleef didn't jump down to Toad with a long jump. He just kind of went over the top. I don't know. I guess he was just trying to play it safe. You know, that might have been why, because I'm not a big fan of that out of the Toad Room. I feel like jumping out of the Toad Room is probably harder than jumping into the Toad Room. So, I don't know. TiloTech, jumping down to the Toad Room the way I know it. Like, I found it really weird that Bayleef didn't jump down to Toad Room with a long jump. He just kind of went over the top. I don't know. I guess he was... Bayleef saving the back end for Mushroom on the later half. So that's definitely preference. I feel like most people still do the back end of Mushroom during the first visit. Just because Goomba Jump is really annoying. And, you know, I'd do anything to get that moon out of the way. So, it's not that bad. Oh! TiloTech is not having a good time in Lost Kingdom. Not at all. I think he's lost over a minute at this point. Definitely over a minute. Commentator's curse, my dude. I'm sorry. Anyways, we can definitely steer our vision toward TiloTech's screen, since Bayleef is now just going to be talking to Toadette for the next 4 minutes, grabbing hopefully 31 Toadette achievements, assuming he did everything right. So... interesting. Neither of them decided to do Wiggle. I guess we're just playing it safe. Totally respectable. Totally respectable. It definitely makes it easier to catch the bunny. Oh, never mind. He already caught the bunny. What? Wait, when did he do that? Oh, right. He died. I guess the moon saved? Ooh. Yeah, TiloTech is definitely having a little bit of issues hitting the block there. No big deal, though. That was an interesting way that that was a pretty interesting thing TiloTech did there to realign himself. Can't say I would have thought about doing that. Like, he decided to do a spin jump to realign himself to get back on the platform to roll. It's normal. So like I said before, I'm fairly certain that Bayleef is... I take back what I said. I don't think he's gonna get sub 20. He'd have to get an insane darker side to get sub 320. I guess it's possible, but... actually, is it? Honestly, I have no idea how many more achievements he even needs. I haven't really been keeping track. Oops. And it looks like TiloTech is on sub 330 pace. Maybe. Hold on. I'm trying to, like, map it out of my head, because I'm not entirely certain thanks to all the new route. Since I don't use this route, I'm not familiar with the of it. Yeah, I don't think Bayleef's gonna get sub 320. He'd need a killer Darker Side. Like, a legendary Darker Side. Yeah, TiloTech is not sub 330 pace. I think TiloTech is on pace for like a 333. And as long as Bayleef doesn't do anything, you know, super stupid and Darker Side, should be looking at a mid 320. Mid 320 sounds good. Ah, yes. So Salt Triple is the thing to do there. Makes sense. I just never really thought about doing it. Up, up, and away, my dude. So for those of you that haven't seen Darker Side being speedrun, let's just say we cheese a lot of sections. And definitely skip a lot of the later ones. Now this is no frog skip, so there is actually a trick in 1.0 that you can use to skip the entire Darker Side and just swim through space as a frog. But this is the no frog skip run of Darker Side, so we will see at least half of the Darker Side dungeon. Bayleef is doing Uprootless. Uprootless is not really difficult, but it is difficult if you want it to be effective. And the reason why I say this is you need to be really fast to make this fuzzy cycle, which Bayleef is not making. But that's okay. Yeah, but like, if done effectively, Uprootless, I believe, saves 6 seconds over going up over the top with the uproot, which is what most people do. It might not look like this saves time, but going back and forth with Yoshi actually increases the height that you jump with Yoshi, so for some reason that saves time. For some reason. I didn't see if TiloTech picked track 46, and we have Bayleef's audio, so I guess I'll never know if he picked track 46. He probably did. I'd like to think he's a man of the people. So we're able to cheese that whole section just using a, I wouldn't even say it's even that precise. You can literally just cap throw and backflip or stand on the top of it and do a down throw, which is what I do to hit it. Like, it's not even that precise. It's just a really big oversight. This is definitely an oversight. I'm fairly certain Nintendo knew about this because they tried to have, like there are barriers that can spit you out of Glidon, but if you fly far enough out from them, like, they won't catch you. Like, I really don't know what they were thinking. So, I think they tried a little bit, but they didn't really try whatsoever. What is Bayleef doing? He's grabbing the money. Alright. And it looks like Bayleef is going to get sub 320. So, yeah, that darker side was very solid. So it definitely looks like he's gonna get sub 320. He's even showing the thank you letters. Bayleef, you're not gonna get sub 320 if you keep doing these things. Nah, it's fine. I'm sure he's still got it. He's got the plan. Nah, I mean, like, he had to show off the thank you. Like, it's just the polite thing to do, man. And with that, Bayleef. He waited it out on purpose. Aw, dude, what a troll. What a troll. Alright. 319.59.9 is Bayleef's final time. Congrats to Bayleef, the winner of this race. TiloTech still finishing up. Probably has about 12 minutes left? 13 minutes left? I think he's still 3:33 pace. 319.59.9. Bayleef, why, man? Like, I mean, like, come on. You could have got, like, 319.40. Instead, he waits till the very last second. What a troll, what a troll. Bayleef's just taking some sick snapshots. I don't know if TiloTech already did the first half of Mushroom or not. That's why I'm unsure of his pace. Did he get Bunny in Visit 1? Wait. No. Wait, what? I mean, yeah, I guess that's one way to do it. Okay, so it looks like he still has to do the back end of Mushroom, so we still got decent bit of time here. Let's say it's probably a mid 3:35. Ah. Looks like TiloTech missed the Goomba jump. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So at this point, all TiloTech has to do is just get his 31 Toadette achievements. So, yeah, that's fun. Still can't believe that troll by Bayleef. Like he went on top of the Bowser portrait area, grabbed all the coins, did the thank you letters, still had time to spare. I think spent like 4 or 5 seconds on the pull. Man, dude, I was way off. So there really isn't much to talk about here. So, actually, I guess there's one thing that I should bring up that I didn't bring up while Bayleef was doing this. Recently we found out that going into first person immediately after talking to Toadette saves literal fractions of seconds each time you do it. So, total, I think this saves 12 seconds between the 31 moons that we get, which is actually a lot of time. It's definitely a free mushroom gold if you haven't done it before. And you do all of them successfully. Just keep collecting moons, man. Yeah, it looks like TiloTech can get sub 335 as long as nothing goes horrible on your side. Sub 335 seems very promising right now. Alright. So like I said before, TiloTech should be able to get a sub 335 as long as nothing goes too wrong in Darker Side. What? Wait, what is this? He just rolled across all of those and almost did it unpunished. Is that even faster? I guess it would be. I wonder how much time that saves. I never saw that before. What? Yo, that's cool. I've never saw that movement before, man. That was cool. Like, he literally just rolled across all of them, man. It didn't look that hard either. Like, I'm sure it's like a rhythm thing. Nah, he was fine. He was fine. I wasn't worried for at any point. Nah, I wasn't worried whatsoever. I mean, technically Yoshi gets to live. He just falls down a giant shaft. Man, dude. The way we treat Yoshi. Not good, not good. I never really got the point of this Flower Road section. Like, what makes this Flower Road section hard enough to be in Darker Side? Like, I mean, I can see the other sections, but the Flower Road section never made any sense to me. Just like, alright, you're on a Flower Road. These blocks are easily jumpable with Mario. You really don't have to break them using the lasers. Like it just doesn't belong. Ooh. He missed the first tornado, but he still has a chance to make up for it. Alright. It looks like that's enough height. I'd be a little bit worried, but I think he has enough height. And at this point, all you need to do is just shake the controller as much as you can, and don't lean too far toward the hit. TiloTech. TiloTech. What did I just say? TiloTech, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. TiloTech. Aww. That was huge commentator's curse right there. Oh, TiloTech. No. No, TiloTech. Ah, that hurts, man. That feels really bad. Well, at least we get to see this again. Dude, like, I've literally never seen that strat, and it looks fairly consistent. Like, the timing doesn't look too hard for it. It looks faster. Aw, TiloTech, that's so unfortunate. So what happened there was TiloTech flew a little bit too close to that barrier I was talking about. If you fly too close to it, you auto-capture out of glide on, and you're pretty much screwed. There's really no way that you can really save yourself, as far as I'm considered. You might be able to get lucky and be able to throw Cappy out and maybe lava bounce up to where the Bowser portrait is. But even then, you still lose a ton of time because you have to do a section that you normally just skip. So, either way, I feel like you're pretty screwed. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Flower Road. Ah. That feels so bad, man. Like, honestly, that's like the last thing that you want to happen at the very end of your run. Like, even if you're not on PB pace, like, at that point, you just want to finish. So, like, dying at the very end of Dark Side is just... Oh, man, dude, it feels hella bad. TiloTech was having a little bit of trouble nabbing the Scarecrow there, but it looked like he got it after, like, a couple of tries. So I'd say not too bad. Don't fly too close to the thing this time. Should be good. Don't hit me mosquitoes either. Nah, he's way out. My voice. He is way out of range of those. But yeah, I pretty much always go ultra wide when I'm doing this bit of Darker Side. There's no reason to fly super close just to potentially die because you flew too close to the barrier. Like, it's so annoying. What? Wait. I bet you that doesn't save time, but that's cool. Alright, TiloTech. Alright, GG, man. Now he's just showing off. He's just showing off some nice vaults. Jumping in and out of the pylons. Oh, man. Thank you. uh. You know, we should add to the Darker Side rule set that you have to hit the Scarecrow that says thank you. No, I'm kidding. It's a terrible idea. Like, it wouldn't take that long, but, like, it'd be so pointless. Alright. TiloTech on his last leg of his journey. This multi-moon is called the Long Journey's End after. So... Long Journey's End, man. And he's still going to come out of this with a sub 340. Which is still a fairly respectable time in this category. So GG to both of our runners. Hey, how's it going there, TiloTech?
I'm doing good. I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, man. Yeah, so I know how you feel.
Oh god.
You ran into the barrier there with Glide-On.
Okay, sorry. I forgot
Feels
to turn
bad.
off the audio on the screen. What did you say?
Oh yeah. So yeah, man, like I know how you feel with running into that barrier with Glide-On.
Okay, so the thing
I've
was
done that before. It feels hella bad.
yeah, but the thing was that I thought I was too low, so I weren't going to make it. So I was like, okay, I should probably just take the Bowser instead of going all the way to the start. And then I was like, nah, maybe I can make it. And then I go a little bit like longer out, but it wasn't enough. So I got captured. Oh yeah, and that last thing was just for show off. Doesn't save any time at all. Probably loses more time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and it looked cool. It looked cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I don't know. I joined the race with commentary kind of late, so like I mean, like, did you do like TNT in your run?
I did not.
All right.
I did die a lot of times. And there were a couple moments in Bowser's where I was like, what the hell am I doing? So, like my muscle memory just went to any percent, and I forgot all the moons. So when I reached up to Bowser's, I had to go all the way back and get all the moons back, and that lost me like 2 minutes. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And
that sounds a little bit unfortunate.
I just died a lot of times in this run.
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, I haven't really touched Darker Side that much in the past couple of months. I've just done 1 or 2 runs here and there. But I haven't really like gotten back to grinding the category like I really want to.
Actually, I was kind of on a gold streak at the end here. I got 8 golds in a row.
8 golds in a row?
Yeah. If only lost didn't happen, then it would have been the flawless. It would have been 9 in a row.
Yeah. Lost 2 definitely gets a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like the last so-called challenge, I'd say, before the end of the run.
Yeah, I died like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, is there any way I can reroute to make it a little bit faster instead of going all the way to the beginning? So
like for example, I saw you got them.
I went up and ground pounded the side so the rock would be visible for when I got there. And then I also got the rabbit and also did the ground pump in there.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was good thinking.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
That was the best I could think of. I think it paid off a little bit.
Yeah.
At least.
So, I don't know. Any other final thoughts about the run, about the race?
I thought at the end I would just do frog skip because I knew I had lost already. And I was like, yeah, maybe I can just show it off. but I was like, nah.
Oh yeah, because you're playing on 1.0, right?
Yeah, I'm on 1.0.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought it would be a problem with the rule set or whatever, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave it be. So yeah, whatever.
I
guess.
mean, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't have any more thoughts than that, really.
Yeah, and I don't really have any other questions, so
Okay.
I guess that's it. Thank you everyone that decided to tune in and watch these two runners. Make sure you support both TiloTech and Bayleef at their respective Twitch channels. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say.
Twitch.tv/TiloTech.
Just plug yourself at the very end. No big deal.
Yeah. Any percent runs everything. Nah.
Alright. Thanks, guys. I'm signing out.
Alright.
Good race.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.